You know, before we start this mission, I have to say, and I think I've said it before, but I have to say it again. Mirror's Edge has the most fantastic music. In the first game, and in this game, it's absolutely amazing. Sanctuary. Krugersek raided the lair. The other runners, including Noah, are dead or missing. You need to find somewhere to hide until things calm down.
Another crane, Icarus.
Good. I'm up in the control booth. Hang on while I figure out the controls here.
Gang leader killed? Icarus, are you seeing this?
I see it. They killed him. The bastards killed him.
Noah.
Damn it. We need to disappear, Faith. I talked to Rebecca Thane, and she's offering us sanctuary.
No.
Here's getting choosers. We have nowhere else to go.
Noah didn't trust Rebecca.
I trust her to hide us at least. She needs Kruger too.
Fine. We'll go. But I'm not staying long.
Only until this whole thing blows over. I'll send you the location. Stay off the beat until we're there.
It's a little bit unfortunate that they don't remove the HUD in those cutscenes, so you can still see the white reticule and the health bar in the bottom left there. A little bit disappointed in that, but then again, it's not really that much of a... Would that be a glitch or an oversight, do you think? Speaking of glitches, I have figured out those glitches I wanted to show you. One of them is very simple, very easy to do, a little bit precise, but not too much, and the other one is a bit hit and miss. I have never managed to do the first way of doing it, but the second way I can get down pretty consistently, and it's a very good speedrunning strategy if you can pull it off every single time, which I can't do. I can do it, you know, about 1 in every 4 tries perhaps. I was trying last night and I managed it, so yeah, I'll show that off, but for now I'm going to show off a very interesting glitch. I just got to find the right place to do it. I suppose I could just show it off here whilst I've got the opportunity to do so. All you got to do is get really high up. I don't know if I can climb up there. There's a man up there, so potentially... Oh, close, very close. I wonder. Seems like I might be able to... Come on, Faith, come on. You can do this, I'm sure. Are you serious? There we go. Looks like I can maybe... Yeah, there we go. Right. Once you're in a nice high place, all you've got to do is get to the edge of this place, nice and close, turn around a little bit, and then crouch down. And that's not just it. You don't just have to crouch down. There's more to it than this. Now you've crouched down. Make sure to look down fully, as far down as you can get, and then back up a little bit. Keep backing up, back up a little bit until Faith's fingers on the left just scrape the edge, like that. And you stand up, you turn around, get it in a nice little position, and as you start to crouch, so as you start doing this, as this animation happens, you walk forward. So you crouch and then walk forward, mid-animation. And some interesting things can happen from this, such as this. There we go. You can float down. It is so cool. If you do that from a really high place, you can actually sort of descend indefinitely. Not really indefinitely per se, but you can almost touch the ground, which is absolutely amazing. Look at that. Every time I can get it down now. Been practicing, you know, bit of practice pays off. I'll tell you that for sure. Alright, well, I guess we're going to see Rebecca, or whatever her name is. Is it Rebecca? I think it's Rebecca, correct? I don't exactly know where to go. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yes, I am. Oh my god, right. Fucking hell. Right, that took a long time to climb that pipe there. What I'm going to say is that climbing pipes and ladders right now takes the fucking piss. Because it does take a long time to climb these things. However, there is an upgrade later on, which, oh my god, I thought I was going to make that then. There's an upgrade later on, I'm speaking really weirdly. There is an upgrade later on, which allows you to climb pipes and ladders a lot quicker, which is very nice, although I don't know about that upgrade system very much. That was a weird way of saying what I wanted to say. The upgrade system... I thought I could smell it recording. Fucking hell. What is with me? There's like these weird things where I just get to a certain area in a game. Happens in every game I play. If I've beaten the game 100%, I'll go to areas and I'm like, hang on. There is a secret here if I go this way. Then again, not really necessary. But yeah, upgrades don't really make too much sense, do they? I think I've mentioned this many times, many times. But there's not really many reasons to think of that upgrades in the way they're presented in this game should work the way they do. Will, you know? I've always felt that the Skyrim way of doing things is a lot better than any other method I've ever seen, ever. You know, the more you do something, I say Skyrim way, I mean, you know, Elder Scrolls way, because it's done everything, but, you know, most people have played Skyrim. Not too many people have played Morrowind. There's a lot of people who have, you know, don't get on my case about that shit, a lot of people have. But I think more people have played Skyrim than have played Morrowind. You could probably quote me on that as well, because that might actually be true. Woo. Anyway, yeah. The Elder Scrolls way of doing things, which was basically just to, or is basically, I think they're still going, at least I hope so, is to, the more you do something, the more proficient you become. It's a bit like MMO in that sense, you know, you do something and you get better at it. Oh, that was a very worthy cutscene. I thought there was going to be some talk in there. Turns out there was not. Eyebrow. Oh! Oh my god, I've just had a bit of a think. That's reminded me, speaking of not and eyebrow, I've mentioned where that's from. If you don't know, it's from Uncharted 4. The character, Not, his name is Not, that's amazing, right? Is a South African mercenary, and he is fucking amazing. You only see him for about, oh fuck, oh, tits! I didn't wall run. It wasn't my fault. Well, it was my fault. I'll blame myself for that one. Completely my fault. I mean, you press L1 near a wall. What do you expect? You expect to do a wall run, don't you? A bit like this. No, not like this. Exactly like this. Exactly. I held down L1 expecting to springboard and then run along here and then land. Didn't work. Oh dear. But yeah, Not. He is from Uncharted 4. One of my favourite games of all time. Makes me cry. Almost gets me there. It really does. There's some games that can get me there, but not many. I can only count, 2? Maybe 3, depends. Really depends on how I'm feeling at the time. Metal Gear Solid 3 and 4 can make me cry. Definitely. That's a definite. Metal Gear Solid 5 maybe. But Assassin's Creed 2 in the opening. Oh, God. Oh! That makes me fucking shiver. It really does. When that Ezio's family theme starts playing, my God. I'm done after that. I'm done. Woo! Just thinking about it gets me going. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Not. The Uncharted 4 co-op. That's out, right? That came out like late last year. Oh my God. I want to play that. I really want to play that. I don't know how good it'll be. Probably very, because the Uncharted 2 co-op was, oh my God, that was so good. The survival mode as well. That was amazing. Jesus Christ. But yes, that is nothing to do with Mirror's Edge. I'm just saying, well, there's actually something I could mention here. Speaking of co-op and multiplayer. We'll get around to that. But for now, let's go see Rebecca, the burn victim. There's no backstory behind that, I don't think. Well, there must be, because why else would she be burned? I'm going to guess we're going to find this out if there's a potential sequel.
Down here.
I've seen the news. Faith, I'm sorry.
No need to pretend.
No, but I am. Look, Noah and I may not have seen eye to eye, but I did respect him. And your parents.
Noah said you were part of the same group.
Yes. We were. Till I realized that there's no peaceful way we can rid ourselves of the conglomerate and the families behind it. We've got to destroy it. Using every weapon at our disposal.
I know what you think, but you're wrong. I don't have it.
Yeah. See, I think you do. And that's why Krugersek is hunting you, and why they killed Noah.
Back off!
Look, I'm sheltering you for now, but don't take my hospitality for granted. At some point, I'm gonna ask you to step up or step out.
That's enough, Rebecca. You've made your point.
Look, all I'm saying is this. You're no longer neutral, Faith. Just get some rest. I'm sure you'll understand in time. Tristan will show you your quarters. We'll talk again. Soon.
Not now. I need to finish this.
You have no right!
Don't touch him!
Erica! Shoot him.
Who's that in the window?
The damn kid, get her!
It's a cat. It's me! Where's Mommy? I want Mommy. Faith, I can't breathe. Cat! Wake up! We gotta go! Cat.
This one is dead. Report it in. Go after the other one.
Faith, come see me ASAP.
I have to admit, for all the flaws, mainly in the story, sometimes it doesn't really matter too much when the graphics are that fucking good. You have to admit, I mean, all things considered, the story itself is so basic. It literally is just, oh, these are bad people. We are very good people. Here's a person, they're bad. Here's a person, they're good. It's very black and white in terms of who's good and who's bad, which is not supposed to, not supposed to be the case. Because Mirror's Edge is all about the hinterland between good and bad. You know, in the first game, you weren't really a good person, but you weren't really a bad person. You didn't kill people. Good, you know, that's considered good in most people's books. But, you know, you fought people who were security and stuff, not good. You ran illegal things, you know, you transported things from one place to the next. That was considered illegal. So, whilst the totalitarian government might have been taken over, so people couldn't freely transport information from one place to the next without it being fully controlled, yes, quite, what's the word for it? Draconian, I'll go with. You know, quite forceful, quite strict. However, the runners were quite necessary in that world, you know? And in this world, it doesn't seem like it's that necessary. You know, why does Faith exist in this world? Why is she here? She doesn't seem necessary, because people seem to be having information regardless of runners. I see no other runners going around doing their thing. I see Faith, potentially Icarus. I don't see him outside of missions. There's Nomad, wherever he is. I don't know what's happened to him. Birdman, he's probably been shot and killed. I don't know, you know. Nothing really seemed to happen. Faith just ran back and forth, things happened, people seemed okay, and the runners didn't really have a purpose. In Mirror's Edge 1, it was very clear. Mirror's Edge Catalyst, not I brew so much. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I'm just not seeing the big picture here. But then again, the graphics look pretty, and sometimes that's all we care about.